Hey guys, this is Bastei, and today we're going to be playing some Ninja Gaiden for the NES. So, let's not waste any time. Let's just jump right into this. Act 1. So, for this first level, I think I'm just going to kind of talk over this a bit, because there's not much to see here. As with most games, the first level is kind of boring. It's just there to kind of, introduce the mechanics of the game. So, I guess while you're watching that, I'll just kind of explain what's going on here. So, Ninja Gaiden is, as I'm sure you've seen before, it's kind of your standard 2D platformer fare, but, it is opposed to, like, some of the other tough as nails, I guess you could say, platformers on the NES, at least that I've played, like Castlevania, or, just stuff like that. Ninja Gaiden plays, like, a lot faster than most of those other ones do. I mean, it still keeps, like, kind of a decent pace, but, I mean, it's certainly, faster than, say, Castlevania. So, it kind of sped through that first level of it here. But, after this, there's a lot more to talk about, because, as with most games, the first level was obviously just an introduction. So here we're going to start seeing some of what Ninja Gaiden's famous for, the cutscenes, so I'll be reading these out. Who are they? They seem to be following me. ... Who's there? Hey, Toots! What's up? Just a girl. Get out of here. Ooh. You fucking burned. I will, but first I have to shoot you with this gun. And it's game over. So, yeah. I mean, it seemed kind of lackluster nowadays, but certainly they had their charm, like, back in the day, I guess. Ow, where am I? In a jail cell, where else? I see the anesthetic is wearing off. Who are you? Question mark, exclamation point. Shh. Don't make so much noise. I got a favor to ask of you. Since, I just shot you. Here, take this and escape. What is this statue? There's no time to explain, you gotta hurry. Hey, wait, who are you? You gotta act totally oblivious. Didn't you try to kill me? Question mark. Someone's coming. Be careful. And be careful we will, because we are in level 2 now. We're in what seems to be mine. So, basically, I'm going to assume that you're competent, and you can kind of assume what's going on here in terms of, like, movement and attacking. But, some other, features, I'll say, that Ninja Gaiden has, is the wall, climbing and, jumping. Like what you saw there, what I had to do to get on that ladder. So that's a pretty common mechanic throughout the entire game. And here we have our trusty spin attack again, which I doubt I'm going to be able to keep till the end of this level to wreck the boss, because I flung myself off into the pit. So, let me assure you, that's going to be the first of many deaths for this Let's Play. And that will be the second of many deaths, right there. But, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, Ninja Gaiden-wise, I'd say I'm, like, maybe a 6 or a 7. I'm by no means, like, somebody who's good enough to speedrun the game. So, yeah, if that's already been made obvious by the 2 times I just flung myself off into the abyss. But, over here, this stage is going to be the first example of a stage that's actually just divided into 2 parts. So, let's just head outside. Now, this part here, the first time I played Ninja Gaiden, this part gave me a lot of trouble with that knife-throwing guy, because I just kind of sat around and let him wail on me. And that's the one thing about this game. You can't just sit around, or else you're gonna get the shit beat out of you. Big time. So, a really important thing to know is just keep moving. That's the most important thing that you can do. So, here we picked up a invincibility power-up, and before that, the darker colored bottle that we picked up refills our health. So, as you, as I said before, I drew a lot of comparisons between this and Castlevania, both being platform. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess that's, again, the first of many game overs that's gonna happen here. But, there's a lot of comparisons that can be made to, I guess, Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden. Like, if you look up on the UI, I mean, it's pretty much almost the exact same UI, where you have your health, the enemy's health, enemy being the boss of the level. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I don't want to say lackluster, because, I mean, it works for what it needs to do. So, I guess now that we have all of that out of the way, I can actually start, telling you what's actually going on here. So, this is another, that platform with that, man with the sword, that also gave me, and I'm sure it gave a lot of other people trouble too the first time they played the game, because that, as well as that, it is a big problem. A recurring theme that's kind of in the game is enemies that are just right on ledges, so you need to, be really quick about what you're actually doing, or else you're gonna get hit by them and fall off into the pit like I did again there. So, hopefully this won't end up resulting in a game over again. If things start to get too, if things start to take too long, I'm gonna end up cutting them, because nobody wants to sit here and watch me run through the same area 500 times. But, yeah, so a bunch of the enemies, a bunch of the things that are happening in this stage, the football players, or running men, or whatever they are, they always seem to spawn behind you in this stage and chase you. And then, like I said before, you have a lot of enemies that are on the edge, so you have to be careful for that. And now that we've gotten to the boss of the second stage, this one is even more of a joke than the first one, because all you have to do is kind of wait until he tries to attack you, then crouch down and slash at his knees until he's dead. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's move on to the next cutscene. What is this bizarre statue anyways, and who was that woman? As I grew more and more suspicious, I went off to look for that supposed acquaintance of my father's, Mr. Smith. Ninja Gaiden, Act 3. And I guess Walter Smith is going to stare intently at us for a moment. Who is it? You must be Walter Smith. Name's Ryu Hayabusa. Who? That sword. Of course, you must be Ken Hayabusa's son. In his last letter, my father told me I should see you. Last letter? I see. So it has already begun. ... Ken and I were on an expedition to some old Amazon ruins. We found a strange statue and stone tablet. On the tablet, it said... Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that statue? Yes, precisely. I thought it had been stolen. That demon statue possesses enough evil power to destroy an entire nation. The demon came to this earth and caused many deaths. But then, Shinobi appeared to stop the demon. I wonder what that's a reference to. Shinobi borrowed the strength of the dragon and countered each of the demon's spells, and thus was able to overcome it. Yet, though it was defeated, the demon was not dead. So Shinobi can find the evil power of the demon in two statues of light and shadow. And the body of the demon was confined in a temple. This one must be the shadow statue, therefore, ... Man in green is running, man in green snatches the statue and jumps out the window. And now I've got it. Bye, friend. What the ... After him, Ryu. And after him we will go. Next time on Ninja Gaiden. So, thanks for watching, everybody. My name is Bastei, and I'll see you next time.